Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Now, PL16 literally around the corner. I'm pretty sure at the time of me recording this message that PL16, or actually just 16.0, people tell me not to use the word PL anymore. I'm just used to it, man. But yeah, the 16.0 update is like a few hours away. Like I'm pretty sure it's coming out like 3 hours from now when I'm recording this video, so we'll have to see. But I want to get this video out as quickly as possible before the update comes out, because I want to give you a review on what I think are the most interesting changes and car corrections that is coming in this update. And of course we need to start off with the death of the Infiniti Emerge. Bruh, it's sad, man. It's sad. This car was so good, but it only was super good for like 3 months, because the reality is the Infiniti Emerge E is just going back to where it used to be, because it's going back to that RQ69 car that it used to be. So let me move my camera up here again for a second. Wow, I really did not take into account how small my camera was going to be, because I gave myself so much space here, but I don't even need all of it. I'm just gonna increase the camera. Anyway, I want to talk about my favorite changes and my least favorite changes. Not yet. All right, I want to talk about Infiniti first, okay? So yeah, the Infiniti is basically going back to where it used to be before update 15.0, back to the JPT days. So for 3 months did we truly enjoy how ridiculous this car was. I'm really happy that I did not max out my second and third, because I had a second and third which I was thinking about maxing out. I mean, having like 3 Infiniti Emerge E's, you know, 15.0 Emerge E's at 2.899 is pretty crazy. But obviously it's getting changed. 0 to 60 going back to 4 seconds, and the 0 to 100, or you know, also known as the MRA, is going back to absolute garbage, but at least it has that 99 handling still. So yeah, rest in peace to the Emerge. All right, next up on the list are the Lancia changes. There are going to be a lot of Lancia changes. So as you can see, the Beta Coupe, well, that's just getting a name change, but the Delta HF four-wheel drive, which is the Super Air, as you can see, is getting a massive 0 to 60 buff from 7.5 seconds to 6.6. Hey, that's pretty good. If it retains its handling and that four-wheel drive and the medium ground clearance, be a pretty good Super Air if you ask me. The Delta HF Integrale 16V, that is also getting a massive change from 152 miles per hour to 134 miles per hour. The HF Integrale Evolution is also getting changes, but the biggest thing over here is the 1989 Delta Integrale 16V. This one over here, the black one. It is getting a massive 0 to 60 nerf from 5.4 seconds to 6.3 seconds. So it's actually going to be a lot closer of a car to the Super Air now, because the Super Air is getting that 0 to 60 buff. So that car is getting a massive downgrade. I think it's going down from like RQ60 to RQ54. The Evolution 2 as well, getting a slight nerf from 5.7 of a 0 to 60 down to 5.9, as well as the Integrale 8V from 6.3 seconds to 6.4. All right, moving on from the Lancia nerfs, we're getting a pretty nice glow up on the Porsche 911 Carrera. Now the Porsche 911 Carrera is getting a 0 to 60 buff of 4.6 seconds to 4.4. It is also getting, as I wouldn't really say a slight MRA buff. I think the MRA is going to stay about the same. It's just that your 0 to 100 is subject to change. If your 0 to 60 is going to change as well. It is also becoming a slightly lighter car by a whole 5 kilograms. Wow, I think anybody can, you know, lift 5 kilograms. And the power output has changed from 345 horsepower to 365, and the torque from 288 to 331. So nice little glow up on the Porsche. Always love to see a Porsche glowing up, you know. All right, next up, the Ultima Evolution convertible, also getting a massive upgrade from RQ81 to 86. That's a +5, and is justified, to be fair, because the handling is going up from 86 to 91. So you know, when you think about it, if you max the handling out on the Ultima, it goes from 95 maxed out to 101 if you 233 it, because you wouldn't 332 it, I think. It also improves the top end acceleration, which is pretty cool, and added a second body style as well. But yeah, I always love to see a handling buff. That is always really fantastic. All right, next up. When I read this change, bro, I actually laughed, because the Peugeot 3008 Dakar is already like a really bad car, but it's now even worse, bro. So the 0 to 60, first of all, has changed from 3.9 seconds to 4.9 seconds, an entire second. That is huge. Okay, the 0 to 100 also from 7.8 to 11 seconds. What a massive blow. Also, this is really bad, okay, because the weight has been changed from 950 kilograms to 1,580 kilograms. You've killed. Look, the Dakar was shit before, and now, oh my goodness, I'm one of the worst cars in the game. It has to be one of the worst epics in the game. Listen, man, what are the 3 most important things in the off-road meta? Drivetrain, which the Dakar does not have. It's already at a disadvantage. Handling, which the Dakar also doesn't have, so it's already at a disadvantage, but at least it was always light, because weight always played a massive part as well. And guess what? Now it ain't even light anymore, dude. It's... Dude, the Dakar was bad before, and it's even worse now. Honestly, if this ever came out as a prize car, like, it would be one of those cars where I would contemplate, like, fusing. You know what I mean? Like the Maserati 250 when it used to be an epic. Like, if I ever owned this, I would contemplate just, like, fusing it away, honestly. But yeah, nice news for the Peugeot 208 HDI FAP. 0 to 100 has changed from 5.1 seconds to 5.0, which means a slight MRA buff, which is always lovely to see. But yeah, man, that Peugeot Dakar, absolute garbage. Oh, also good news, some Mercedes Benz cars are getting their handling upgrades, and it's always nice to see a handling upgrade in any car. The RQ20 won't be 20 anymore with the handling upgrade, but the Mercedes 190e 2.0 from 1985, this one over here, is getting a massive upgrade in handling from 61 to 69. Nice. Also, the 190e Evo 2, the Super Rare RQ40, is getting a slight upgrade from 75 to 76, which means that if you max it out, it will have about 84 handling at 323. And the Mercedes-Benz 230 Estate is getting a slight upgrade from 67 handling to 68 as well, which is pretty nice because both of these cars have standard tires, and you always want cars that handle more if they have standard tires. Moving on from the Mercs, we're talking about the BMW. Staying in Germany, we are seeing the death of the BMW M5s, which is really sad to see. Reese, if you're watching, I'm so sorry, man, because I know that you love the Emerge, I know that you love the M5s, and all of these cars are getting shot. It's kind of sad. The M5s, they're getting their 0 to 60s cut. So from 2.9 in the competition and 3.0 in the, I guess, limited M5, both of them are going down to 3.2 seconds. Now, I don't know if they're getting an MRA buff or MRA decrease, because it's going from a 0 to 100 time to a 0 to 124 time, so it's really hard to judge if that is a increase in MRA or decrease in MRA. But what we can say from these two saloons is that their 0 to 60s are not going to be that strong anymore. Both of them are going to be 3.2 stock, which is still not bad, but obviously isn't what it used to be. So the M5 comp is going from RQ91 down to 89, and the 2018 BMW M5, I guess limited, if you want to call it that way, is going down from RQ88 to 87. Alright, moving on from the BMWs, we are going to more BMWs. I want to talk about the BMW M5 in 2004 and the glow up of the BMW M6. So first of all, the BMW M5 getting some big changes. First of all, the 0 to 60 is going from 4.5 to 4.6, so it's going to be slower, and the 0 to 100 is going to be changed from 8.6 to 9.8. Now, what is interesting about the BMW M5 is that, well, it's already RQ65, so for it to get a nerf and not go down to ultra rare is kind of sus. This car should be an ultra rare at this point. Now then again, it might not be 6. I actually don't know what the freaking RQ of this is, because the thing is, right, I took these photos of the cars from Top Drive's club, and what I've realized is that some of the changes have already been applied to some of the cars. So I don't know if this has been changed, but yeah, the M5, man, if it is 65 in the game as it stands right now, it's gonna be a really crappy 60, probably one of the worst when you take away the only thing the M5 was really known for, which was its MRA. So that's kind of sad. M6 Grand Coupe is getting a massive glow up though from a 0 to 60 change of 3.7 seconds. Oh, I think I cut it out. No, I cut it out. Wait, no, I just put the highlight in the wrong place. I put the highlight in the wrong place. I put it on the Grand Coupe, but it's the BMW M6 that I really want to talk about, not the Grand Coupe. Yeah, the 0 to 60 is getting changed from 3.6 seconds to 4.1 seconds, but the 0 to 100 is getting changed from 8.2 to 8.1, which basically means that the BMW M6 from 2016, this one over here, is getting a massive MRA upgrade. Massive MRA upgrade. I think right now it's sitting on 80, and it's gonna go up to about 100 from now. So that's gonna be insane. Now moving on, the Audis. I mean, look, I recently talked about how bad these Audis were, and they're literally getting worse. It's really sad to see. But I mean, I'm not really like too sympathetic because they are Audis and they're really boring cars. But let me begin. The epic R8 4.2 Quattro. First of all, 0 to 60 is going from 3.8 seconds to 4.4. So it really shouldn't be an RQ79. I think it's definitely going down. 0 to 100 has changed from 9.9 to 10.5. And as far as I'm concerned, I think that actually is an MRA increase. Because the 0 to 100 time hasn't changed that much. But the 0 to 60 time has changed a lot. From 3.8 to 4.4. The R8 GT, the RQ91, is getting a handling cut from 89 to 88, which is also really sad. So I'm sorry if you own any of these Audis because they suck. I mean, they sucked before, but they're gonna suck even more now. The Audi R8 LMX as well getting massive changes. The MRA is getting a massive cut from 6.8 to 7.4 seconds, so not even close to 89 MRA as it is right now. Handling as well getting cut from 88 to 87, which is very sad. It is becoming a lighter weight car, I guess, but that doesn't really matter. These Audis are definitely getting worse, and definitely they're gonna be in that range of like Bentley and like what else, Lamborghinis of legendaries. Like they're gonna be in that category of like legendaries that I absolutely do not want. Like I'd rather just run like a 10-kilometer run, which is bad for me. I run 5Ks, but 10Ks are tough, especially at the pace that I run at. So that's gonna be a bit suffering. But I'd rather do that than unpack this from a carbon fiber. It'd just be sad, honestly. These Audis are just sad. But moving on, we're seeing a buff to the Saleen S7. So a little bit of good news over here. It's getting a 0 to 60 change of 3.3 to 3.2, 0 to 100 change of 7.9 to 7.6 seconds. That being said, that isn't really much of an MRA increase. Once again, the 0 to 100 time is going to decrease if the 0 to 60 time is going to decrease. The Saleen S7 is still gonna have crap stats. I mean crap MRA, but 3.292 for an RQ83. I'll take it. It's not too bad. But you know what car is getting a massive glow up? A massive glow up. We're gonna end on a high note over here, okay? Is indeed the Dodge Viper SRT10 ACR. As far as I know, when I look at the rarity changes or the RQ changes, the Dodge Viper SRT10 is not getting a change in RQ. So it's going to remain at RQ80, but its 0 to 60 is decreasing from 3.6 to 3.4, and its handling is increasing from 91 to 93. Now, I might be blind here. There might be an RQ change for this, but as far as I saw in the notes, the SRT10 ACR is not getting an RQ change. That means that this car will be 3.493 at RQ80, and that is without a doubt in my mind, not only Blossom choice, but one of the best, if not the best, RQ80 in the game. 93 handling for an RQ80 stock, 3.40 to 60. This is going to be a ridiculous car. Yes, it's going to be slower on the quarter mile. It's gonna have a worse MR. Who the hell cares? The Viper is not known for being a dragster. This is a track car, and it's going to be one of the damn best track cars, dude. The thing is, right, if the SRT10 ACR is getting 93 stock, I feel like Hollywood should also get an increase from 94 stock to 95 stock. That's just me being biased, but it's always lovely to see a Dodge glow up. This car is going to be ridiculous as an RQ80. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Those are all of the changes that really took my fancy, if you want to put it that way. Those were the ones that I was truly interested about. Obviously, they're the Koenigsegg's. Small changes with the Koenigsegg's where they're just even stronger now. And I think there are a lot of handling changes for a lot of like mid-range BMWs, which I don't care about, because 77 handling to 79 handling is like going from meh to meh. So anyway, these are the ones that interested me the most. Yes, that includes the Audis, because I find it interesting to see a crap car get even worse. You know, over a meh BMW getting less meh. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. F in the chat, F in the comments for the Infiniti Emerge, man. That's a sad one. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna stay safe, wash your hands. Oh, wait a minute. I totally missed one, didn't I? I thought I made a... Where did it go? I thought I made a slide for the Mercedes S63, but it just disappeared. It's not in my presentation. I also wanted to talk about the biggest glow up, by the way. So much so that I totally remembered that it's not even here. Where is it? The Mercedes! The Mercedes S63 Cabriolet is getting a massive glow up. It's going up in RQ by 13. It's going up from RQ65 to RQ78. Why did it just disappear from my presentation? What the hell? What is the meaning of this? But yeah, if you guys don't know, the RQ65 Mercedes S63 Cabriolet getting a massive glow up from RQ65 to RQ78. Don't worry, I have it memorized, because that one was just so insane. The 0 to 60 of that car getting changed from 3.6 seconds to 3.4, and the handling is getting changed from 74 to 80, and the top speed is getting changed from 155 to 184, I believe. So it's just getting massive buff stats everywhere. So that is going to be a pretty cool car to see. But yeah, anyway guys, now that's everything. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay tuned for the new update. I'll be posting again later today, so double upload today. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight all